Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Marianne and this is Minimalistic Budget. In this channel, I share my debt-free journey and also my journey as a small business owner where I create tools to help you on your budgeting journey. So if you're new here, be sure you're subscribed, and whether or not you are new here, don't forget to like this video. It'll really help to support my channel. Let's dive in. Alright everyone, thank you so much for tuning into today's video. We are doing something a little bit different. We're going to be doing a cash unstuffing. So this just means that I'm going to be taking money out from my cash envelopes to pay myself back. So to make the cash unstuffing process a little bit easier, I did create my own payback log here. This is just a document that I created and I just printed this out at home. This was inspired by Katie from the Fancy Dollar. If you don't know her, I'll be sure to link her channel down below. She posts a ton of cash stuffing videos and I really enjoy it because they are just so satisfying to watch. So be sure to check out her channel. This is my version of my cash unstuffing sheet. This is my payback log, so you can write down the date of the purchase, the category, the amount that was spent, the card that you used, so it can be your debit or your credit card, the envelope that you're going to be taking the money from, and then the amount that you took out. And then you also have these little tick boxes that you can check off so that you know that you've removed the cash from that envelope. Hopefully my little explanation made sense, but now I'm going to show you how I filled mine out. So this is my payback log all filled out, and we're going to go through these one by one throughout the entire cash unstuffing. I'm going to have these available in my shop very soon as a physical copy, so they will be professionally printed from my manufacturer, and the paper will be a lot thicker so it's not that see-through, and I'll also have it available as a digital download so that you guys can download it at home and just print it out as many times as you want. Let's go ahead and get started with our cash unstuffing. I'm just going to get my calculator here and also my pen. I should have prepared that before I filmed this video. So I have my calculator and I also have my pen. So I'm just going to try to go from top to bottom. Some of the dates are a little out of order, so we're just going to ignore that. So the very first thing we're going to be cash unstuffing is my grocery buffer envelope, which is inside my high priority sinking funds. And I do like to set up a budget for groceries, which is $100 for 2 people per paycheck. I did explain this in my binder setup, but just in case you haven't seen that video, I do like to use my debit card for groceries and gas just because I like to use self-checkout, and most of the self-checkouts don't really accept cash, or at least that I know of, so I just keep that inside my debit card. So we ended up going over budget by $36.99, and we have $20 inside my grocery buffer, so we are going to be taking that out just to pay myself back. And I've already updated all my trackers so that I don't have to do that during this video. So we're going to be taking out the $20, and we are still over by $16.99, but you'll notice that I kind of like to round up all of my amounts, so that will kind of pay it off. I'm just going to go ahead and tick this box off because that is done. Next, for car maintenance, we spent $52.12 on our debit card, and we're going to be taking out $55. So we actually just did our tire change and oil change not too long ago, and we ended up spending around $180 to $190. And I had some Canadian Tire points that covered most of the amount, and the rest was covered with my debit. So we're going to be taking out $55. So we have $20, $40, $65, and I actually don't have enough change to take out the correct amount. So I'm just going to leave this inside the envelope for now. And then we're going to move on to the next thing. We're going to go ahead with my toiletries envelope inside my variable expenses binder. And we spent $17.74 on things like lotion and toothpaste. So we are taking out $20, and we still have $5, $10, $15. And that is going to be going back to my debit card. So I'm just going to go ahead and check that off now that that's done. Next on my list is my prescription / over-the-counter envelope, and I spent $9.97 on Benadryl. So I'm going to be taking out $10, and we still have 10 left. And we are going to mark this off. Next, we're going to move on to gifts, and we are going to be taking out $50. And this went towards my brother's birthday gift. So we are taking out 20, 40, and 50. And we have 10 left over. So now I can cross that off. And next is a date night. And we spent $12.42 at Cineplex, $4.10 at Starbucks, and $17.65 on drinks, which gives us a total of $34.17. So I'm going to be taking out 35. So we have 20.35, and this is going back into my debit card. And we are going to go ahead and cross these off. Next, we're going to be moving on to social, and we actually purchased a housewarming gift at Winners, and we spent $28.23. So I'm going to be taking out the full $10 here. So Dan's and I are actually splitting on the gift, which leaves us with $14.12. And so we're just over by $4, which is not that bad. And I'll go ahead and cross this off. Now that I have enough denominations here, I'm going to go back to my car maintenance envelope, and we're going to remove that before I forget. So car maintenance, we're taking out 55. So we have 20, 40, 65. I'm just going to get 2 10s here. Let me just get rid of the ugly 20 first. And I'm going to get 2 10s. So now we have 20, 40, 50, and 5. Perfect. So we are left with $10. And that's all that it has. I'm going to go ahead and mark this off. So now I'm going to move on to my Spoil Yourself envelope inside my personal binder, and we are going to be taking out $25. So I spent $12.99 and $17.19 on eating out, which gives us a total of $30.18. So I'm actually going to be taking out the entire amount here, which is $25. So we were slightly over budget by $5.18. So the next on our list is Christmas. So I'm going to be moving on to my savings challenge binder, and we spent $153.73. So I'm actually going to be taking out this entire amount and putting it back towards my debit card and also a bit towards my TD Visa. So we have 1, 2, 3, 50, 70, 90, 4, 10, 30, 50, 70, 90, 5, 10, 30, 50, 70, 80, 95, 600. All right, so now that Christmas is all empty, I'm gonna go ahead and mark these off. So that $600 that's going back into the bank will be used for the last few Christmas gifts that I need to purchase, as well as some of the food that I'm gonna be making. We are doing a potluck style Christmas dinner, so I'm not gonna be the only one that's bringing food, which helps a lot with the budget, so that's great. And some of that money is also going to be used towards winter activities in case we decide to do them. And last but not least, the last thing on my list is my skin envelope, which is in my variable expenses binder. And I just ran out of my makeup remover, so we are taking out $25 because we spent $27.69, so we were slightly over budget. but $25 will cover most of the amount, so that's great. And I think I've already updated the tracker. Perfect. So we are all done with that. I'm gonna go ahead and do my cash condensing now, which is my favorite part. We're not gonna condense my savings challenge binder because that one is empty. So we're gonna go ahead with my variable expenses binder. And we have toiletries, which has 5, 10, 15. So I'm just gonna keep the 5 and exchange it for a 10. So we still have 15 inside our envelope. Next in prescription / OTC, we have 510. So we are going to be putting a $10 bill. These are empty. Gifts only has 10. These are empty. Special events has 30. New tech has 80. And supplements has 20, 40, 65. So I'm going to be taking a 50 and a 10. So we have 50, 65. And that's that for my variable expenses. Next, for my high priority binder, Mom and Dad has 51, 50. I completely blanked out there, 65. So 51, 50, 65. I'm going to go ahead and switch this for 100, and that's all that we can do. My siblings envelope has 10, 15, 20, so we are going to exchange this for a $20 bill. Amazon has 20, 40, 60, 80. So I'm going to leave this. So we still have 50, 60, 70, 80. My envelopes are not cooperating today. Next, Canva Pro has $10. Ooh, I am out of 10s. That's okay. P.O. Box has already been paid for, and my Shopify has already been paid for, so I'm going to go ahead and remove these and just put it in the back here. Car maintenance only has 10. Vision has 20, 40, 50. So I'm just going to leave the 10 out here because I need it for my Canva Pro. Perfect. And now we're going to move back to my dental envelope, which has, 20, 40, 65. I am also out of 50s, so can't do much there. And anniversary only has 10. Now we're going to move on to my vacation binder, and the only thing we're going to be condensing here is my vacation envelope, which has 20, 40, 65, 75, 80. Can't really do much but add another $20 bill. Let me change up the bills here because some of these look really nice and crisp.
A few moments later.
Alright, so I've just changed up my bills. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80 in vacation. And that's pretty much all inside my vacation binder. And then finally, we're going to move on to my personal binder. And coffee, I'm just going to leave because I like to have smaller denominations. Nails has 20, 35. I can't really do much except change my bills here. I just like crisper bills. hair is getting, sorry, hair has 25, 35, and I'm just, can't really do much there. Laser has 20 and 30, and that's it. So we are gonna be depositing all of this. So I'm just gonna add all of these up so I know how much is going back. So we have 20, 55, 20, 10, 50, 35, 10, 25. We have 600 in our Christmas envelope and we have 25 in skin. So a total of 850 is going back into my debit card and my credit card. So now we're just going to do a quick count so I know this is the right amount. So we have 1, 2, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 85, 20, 40, 60, 86, 20, 40, 60, 87, 20, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85, 95, 800, 5, 10, 15, 25, 35, 45, 50. So 850 is in my hands, which is correct. And I'm going to go ahead and put this inside my bank pouch. And this is going back to the bank. And that's it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching this quick cash unstuffing and cash condensing. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on the notifications so you never miss a video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now. Every person could be you though.